as I wanted to be happen, as I think to be happen in such a way. But we don't want to accept anything as it is. As it is. Because if something is there, if it is not tally with the reality, if it is not tally with your norms, you are not going to accept it. You want to reject that thing from the society. So you want to accept everything which is fit to you. You think that, oh, this thing should be according to my wish. If it is not happen to according to your wish, then you are not going to accept it. What the Buddha say about it? Buddha say about it that we have to accept the reality as it is, not as I want it to be. That's another area that where we can avoid our happiness, avoid our depression, and we can be a so peaceful and happiness people of this world. We have to accept the reality as it is. We cannot challenge with the reality. We cannot change the reality according to my choice. We should not try to change the reality according to as I wish. For example is like, in Buddha mentioned about his first sermon. First sermon is known as Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, turning of the wheel. When Buddha explained about the first sermon, the first and foremost truth Buddha mentioned about the noble truth of dukkha. The noble truth of dukkha. The noble truth of dukkha. Dukkha means here, dukkha is translated as English word like suffering, but it's not correct. The real term for the dukkha would be the unsatisfactory nature of our life. Unsatisfactory nature. Our life is moving, our life is not satisfied. We are not satisfied whatever we are gaining. Whenever we gain anything, when we acquire something, we are not satisfied with it. We need something more. That is our human nature. Always we want to find out certain things more and more and more. When we are not finding whatever we want to get, then we are not happy. We want to find out certain things more and more and more. What could they say about this first sermon? Would they say about it, if you think about this, life is going to be not permanent. Not permanent means that it's a changing process. Our life is subject to change. The society is subject to change. So subject to change means that this is the nature, this is the reality. We are getting old, we are getting sick. One day we have to leave this world. Everything is not happening according to my wish. So these are the true nature of the life. This true nature of the life we have to accept as it is, as a reality. If we are not going to accept this true nature, if we want to change this true nature according to our wish, then again we produce this certain amount of stress to ourselves. That is happening in the society. If you talk to anybody that who is stressed, who is under stress, the first and foremost reason is that he is not satisfied with whatever that he is gaining, he is acquiring. So that he may not be able to understand is that depression also will go and pass. It will also be subject to change. It's also not going to be permanent. We are developing this nature in ourselves to believe that, oh, nothing can be changed. Everything is permanent. Your education system also giving that kind of minds to you. Everything is permanent. so solid. When you believe that everything is permanent, if some things happen that which is you are not going to accept, then you are under depression. You are inviting stress to your mind because you can't believe that is going to be happen. But the reality is, it is there. It can be happen. It is the true nature. The true nature cannot be changed. The true nature cannot be changed because of I am so and so. True nature cannot be changed because of I am a millionaire. True nature cannot be changed because of I am a so highly educated person. Our position or our status will not help us. That will be remaining as an external thing. But the reality is, we cannot change the true nature. We have to accept it. We have to accept it as it is. If somebody is getting old, yes, it is getting old. We have to accept it. If somebody is sick, we have to accept it. Somebody is passing away, yes, it is passing away. It's a true nature. So everything is not happening according to my wish. It's a true nature. So I have to associate certain people that those who I don't want to associate, it's a nature. Sometimes I want to associate certain people, but they are leaving me, it's a true nature. And the Buddha said finally the entire our corporeal body, our physical body, our structure is subject to change. We have to admit it. We have to accept it. That's the reality. If we are going to change this reality according to our wish, then we invite the tremendous stress and pressure on our life. That's happening in the society. Because people want, generally human society wants to change this reality according to your choice, according to their choice. When they try to change it, they are challenging to the nature, they are challenging to the reality. That challenge will bring them nothing but stress and nothing but the tremendous pressure onto their shoulders. So the Buddha gave this message to us to understand and what is your limitation of your life. And when we know about it, it will produce a soul of unhappiness. Yes, it can be happen to our life. It can be happen to anybody. It can be happen to any society. And also, so one cannot be a alone happier person. No one can be a happier person single individually. One needs to have a greater companion or a friend or a good friend. The Buddha's message about it, even that if somebody wants to attain enlightenment or to liberate oneself, if somebody, a person is there, a noble friend, a good friend definitely will help. Another way that to avoid the depression and to overcome the depression is a noble friend. A noble friend. The noble friend can help in tremendous way to avoid the depression and overcome it. Not the person that who will bring you to the full of negative side of your life. There are friends of the society. They will bring you certain things that eventually you will lead into a so negative position of the life. But the noble friend never will invite you to such a position. He will all the time stand with you, guide with you, talk to you, help you to overcome each and every situation. So therefore that the Buddha advised always we have to select a person, a noble friend, a good friend, to associate somebody who can produce the positive energy, good thoughts to you. And that will help you to overcome and avoid the pressure from you, from your stress, from your anxiety, to overcome your pressure. This noble friend is so important. And again that our master say about, if we cannot find a noble friend,